This video is going to show you how you can request your employee identification number for free to start your own business or LLC. So the first thing you have to do is you want to go to the irs.gov website to begin the process. When you go to this website, you want to go ahead and you want to click on File, and you want to click where it says Business Self-Employed. When you click on there, you should come to a page where it's going to ask you about tax information for businesses. So when you start your own business or LLC, you first have to have a employee identification number to be able to write off expenses that you do for your business when it's time to do taxes. So this is how you request this number. You will click on the tab that says employer identification number, and it will take you to the employer identification number screen. There, if you look, you're gonna have a bunch of different areas to click on, but you need to click on will be right there in the middle, which will be apply for our EIN number online. You could do this by printing out the form, or you can do it here on the website. It actually tells you what the business hours are, and it gives you a description of how you are eligible, the understanding how to request this form, and how you can then how you receive this form. Okay. One thing that you must know when you're doing this is this form can be done only once for that business that you are creating. So if you want to create multiple businesses, or you will create multiple LLCs, you can only do this form once for that particular business that you're making. I.e., if you want to start a apparel line where you're making shirts, you can start an LLC for that. However, then you have to then wait and then come back, and if you want to say you want to start a LLC for cutting grass, you have to wait at least a day to apply for another LLC for the grass company, and you must give it either a different name or such. What I would prefer is you give the name to your company or organization, and then you just have these little incentives under there, i.e., this is my brand, this is my company that I'm starting, and these are some of the things that we offer. Again, apparel, cutting grass, washing cars, using those type of things. You might say, why am I picking little small things? These little small things can actually make you money when it comes to tax time, because you can actually write off those expenses during your taxes if you buy for or against your business. All right. But again, from here you will click on apply. It's going to come to a disclaimer about you having approval and those things. You click on OK, and then you'll begin the application process. Where you click on begin application, it's going to come up to a screen to where it's going to ask you what type of business adventure are you doing, sole proprietor, partnership, those things. For most of y'all that are looking to start a small business, or again starting something like a clothing, grass cutting business, those type of businesses, it will be the LLC. Okay, right here in the middle of the screen, you click there and you click continue. From there, then it's going to give you some what is and what not about the actual LLC, how it works, and those things. You can read over that, make sure you understand what you are applying for. You would then click continue. Once you go into continue, then it's going to start to ask you, what is the business name? Where are you requesting to start this business at, and those things. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna type in the how many, and it's going to ask you, first question, how many partners are going to be part of this LLC. So I'm going to say it's only one, and I'm going to do it here in Georgia. You can do it, like I said, in any state you're in, and then continue. And once again, you come to this screen, it's going to give you some more information for understanding of you starting off your LLC. It's going to talk about the single, and if you had dual, and the different forms that you will have to fill out, or and when you start to do your taxes, and the forms you will need you're gonna need when you have to go fill out your taxes. Okay, so that's very important that you understand that you have a couple of forms that you will have to do, or you have to have when you start doing your taxes. Okay, go to continue. It'll continue going. It asks you, are you starting a business? Are you hiring employees? Business, all those type of things. It should be start a new business. That's what you're gonna click, because that's what you should be doing if you're starting a business. Okay, go to continue. Once you go into continue, it's gonna ask you for your name and information. It's gonna ask you, you have a choice. I am one of the owners or members of the LLC you starting. Another one is if you're third party applying for it, that means you're in the behalf of an LLC that might be already be started or already begun. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna type in my information. Man, wish I had someone here to help me do this filming. Maybe next time I'll get some support, or get somebody that say, hey, I got you, I'll help you out. But once you finish, you continue and go to the next question, ask you your location, where you live at, or whatever address that you want to put on there, because that is where they're going to send your information in to verify that you are actually who you say you are. Again, you have to remember, you're going through the IRS to request this. Okay. It's gonna ask you, do you have a different address than the one above for your mailing? If you do, you say yes or no. One thing too I didn't point out is, as you can see, it asks you PO. Do not enter a PO box for a military address. Click here. So if you have a PO box, it's not going to work. They need an actual physical address. However, if you're in the military, you overseas, if you understand APOs and APOEs and things like that, you can click that button. It should be able to take you to where you can actually request a LLC, or this actually the EIN number while you're overseas. So that will not be a deterrent from you being able to request this. All right, click on continue. Again, it's gonna go to the next page. It's gonna ask you to give a legal name of your business. Okay, whatever you're gonna name your business. All right, I'm going to name it one of my my little trademark name. Should be the same. Let's see, start date. You put what start date you want to say. I'm gonna say May this year. All right, hit continue. Okay, it's gonna ask you again, with your business, it asks you certain questions about it. Does your business owe a highway motor vehicle with a taxable weight, gross weight of over 50,000 pounds or more? Basically, if you're going to be driving trucks, those things like that, is your business going to be involved in gambling and wagering? Again, if that's the type of business you're trying to start, then hey, that's all on you. If it asks you all those different questions, if any of these questions pertains to you, make sure you click yes, because it will affect your outcome. The next question that comes up then is, I'll ask you, what type of business are you trying to, again, start with your LLC. It has many different types of finance, food services, insurance, real estate. One of the big ones would be retail. That's if you're trying to make, again, like I was talking about shirts and things like that. Let me get a little bit closer. I'm sorry for that. So you can see what you can choose, okay? So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to choose retail. Click continue. Okay, it's going to come in here. It's going to ask me how am I going to do it? Am I going to do it through internet? I'm going to open up a store, and if I'm doing it through auction or on a catalog, those type of things. All right, I'm going to click on do it independently, selling online. Go ahead, continue. All right. So right here, I'm going to stop right here. The reason why, because I've already applied for my EIN number for my LLC. So I'm going to stop here. So I've already received my documentation and already been approved. But if you're right here, it will ask you, do you want them to send it to you by mail or by internet? Okay. Whichever one you click, that's how they're going to send it to you. If you click it by internet, it will then go to the next prompt screen when you hit continue, and it will actually pull up your confirmation. That's how fast it is, and it's free. If you do it by mail, it'll send it to you. Again, it takes about 4 weeks, as it says right there. But whichever one you choose, you click, and it will go to continue. When you click online, I'm going to pull up what it looks like. This is what the form is going to look like once you are approved for your LLC. Okay, I had to pull it back a little bit so you can see a little bit better. But this right here is a PDF form with all my information. As you can see, it has my name, has the company that I named. I named it. It's straight from the IRS, so it's legit. Over here, it gives you some information. It talks about when I'm gonna start. The date, I was notified or I requested. It has my number right there. I'm not gonna get too close because I don't want y'all to try to take my number, use it, and then it goes into thanking you for it and how you go about using the number. Again, when I say you're trying to start your own LLC or you're trying to start your own small little business, this is how you would do it, and it is free. Again, free. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna show you another form. They're gonna ask you to save or print out if you can. And this right here is just a form about it just gives you a little insight about your number, what to use it for, and then it talks about the steps for forms that you will need when you start to do your taxes and things like that. So again, this video is just to show you how you can request and receive your employer identification number to start your own LLC. When you are filling this form out, if you say you have to get up, you gotta go to the bathroom, or you had to go and you have something on the stove cooking and you went to go grab it, it actually times out in 15 minutes. So if you don't do any type of if you're not putting any more information in, you're not going to the next screen, then it will give you 15 minutes and it will pop up a box to ask you, hey, are you still trying to complete this form? If you do not answer within that 15 minutes, when that box pops up, it will the screen will prompt it to close out. What does that mean? That means you have to go all the way back and start from the beginning to get back to the end. All right. It's a good thing in the aspect that if you get up and you walk away and you don't want to leave your information out, that's what it does. Another thing too is this system does not hold that information, so you do not have to worry about it saving your email or your address or your phone number, your name, or even your company name. It will clear out and you can start all over again. But this video is just to show you how you can request your employer identification number through the IRS for free to start your own LLC or small business. Again, a lot of agencies out there will charge you to do this process for you, to request this employee number for you to start your LLC. Again, I like to thank one of my battles. I'm not gonna put her name out there, but she knows who it is. She actually told me about this when I was talking about starting an LLC, start up me a little small business, and she's talking about how she would have known about this and she wouldn't have paid the money that she paid out to just to request this employer identification number. And she said she wish she can go back and change it, but now that she knows that, she's starting. I think she said she's gonna probably start another business, and if she does, she knows how to go through and get it for free. Again, this code is what you're gonna need when you have to do your taxes, and you can then take those expenses that you accumulate towards your business, and you can use that number to be able to put these on your, if I'm correct, your 1048 and those things when you start doing your taxes. It's going to help you out because it's going to help you mitigate the money that you pay out of pocket if you have to for your business, because then you can say, I purchased this for my business, and that number that I used to make that purchase, either on that website or with that vendor, this is the information right here, and this is the my employer number that I will give to them that will then again help you in those tax times and in the process of your taxes. Again, hopefully this helps you, and I gave you a little bit of insight on how to get this number for free and what it can do for you. How, again, I'm not an expert. I'm just giving you my opinion and the bit of information that I have received. So please, please, please go out there and get more information, or get your own information and your own knowledge on the importance or how this actually works. But I will tell you though, this will get your number and you'll get it from free, and it is legit because it's straight from the IRS. I'd like to thank you. Tune in for any other videos that I decide to make, which I will, which is, again, probably another adventure that I'm going to embark in my next chapter of my life. But again, thank y'all. I know y'all might say, why ain't I showing my face? Told y'all again, this is the first time I'm doing this. If y'all out there are good with the camera, are good with videos, let me know so I can make these a little bit more user-friendly and y'all can see my face instead of just hearing my voice. But again, thank y'all. Your boy's out of here. Talk to y'all later. Old man out.